Hey everyone, this is Blackbinder, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Tales of Maj'eyal with the Cultist of Entropy. Last time we left off, we did the Arena and Dearth and finished the two starter zones, Corpool and Trollmire, and now we are heading into... Actually, no, last time we did Norgos' lair as well. This time we're heading into the Scintillating caves, which should be pretty easy for us considering we're a caster. Can be kind of difficult for a melee, because you gotta run through all of their... Everything in here is pretty much a caster, so you have to run through all their beams before you can even start doing damage to them. But for us, it should be easy. My icons are a little bit messed up. For some reason, they're not showing it as I have them on down here. But up here, I do actually have them on, so who knows why. Alright, we are stunned. Let's see if Shatter Afflictions... Nope, it didn't get rid of the stun, so let's move away. Wait for it to wear off. And then go to town. Alright, he is a bulwark, so he's going to dash at us here in a second and daze us. But hopefully, we can kill him before then. Alright, looks like we have Hymn of Shadows. This is an Anorithal and a Mind Slayer Rand boss. But, again, he's a crystal, so he can't move, so we should be okay. Let's go ahead and shield, because an Anno is going to shoot us right in the beginning. We'll also... Let's see, where is his line of sight going to be? I think right here? Crystals also have pretty lousy stats, so... Even though he's a Rand boss, he should go down pretty easy. Like their body type, what they're based on, can affect how hard, like how, it's what Filthy Robot calls the chassis. It's basically, snakes aren't really that hard, normally, or they have crappy stats compared to like an orc. So even if it was a snake with a really good Rand boss combination, snakes are a bad example, but anyway, a snake with the same Rand boss combination as an orc, the orc would be much more difficult because orcs already have decent stats before adding on the random boss part of it. Alright, do we have anything here that we want? No. The staves weren't very good. Bad cloak. Bad feet, at least not as good as ours. It was actually okay. It can be used to sting an enemy, dealing 122 nature damage over 7 turns and reducing their healing by 50%. No. It also heals us for 32, but ours is too good to get rid of. It's our heal and shield. Alright, we are put to sleep. I wonder, can we get out with Shatter Afflictions? We can. Alright, cool. Oh yeah, that's right. Cacophony requires... 10 insanity. Not a lot, but enough to where we couldn't use it. Alright, we're going to shield ourselves and then run away. Because we're stunned. Oh my god. Lots of stuff on us right now. Let's steal some speed. We don't have enough insanity. Awesome. You know what? We don't have enough insanity for that either. Okay. Let's just do our... Rift Cutter, and then we'll do Spatial Distortion to move everyone back. And now, okay, we resisted that sleep, thankfully. Let's put something, put that in the wrong spot, but whatever. Let's keep going on this guy. He is Furnace, he's a Saw Butcher, but he must also be some kind of solipsist. They're the ones that put you to sleep all the time. We're going to shield ourselves, Spatial Distortion him, and then try another Void Monolith. Another annoying part about solipsists is they have a lot of damage reduction until you get through their psi power. Alright, what do we got here? Bulwark Mindslayer, that's a pretty rough combination. I knew he was going to go past that. Oh well. Let's just run backwards a little bit. Alright, that should kill him. Okay. Let's, no, we don't want to do Grand Oration yet. We have no reason to use it. I will set up our curses eventually, but there's no point in doing it right now because I'm never going to use it. It's Entropic Gift on him to keep him away from us. He is a summoner, I think. No, he's not. Somebody, there is a summoner over here. This guy's a Doombringer. And a Cursed, it looks like. Alright, where is the summoner? There he is. Alright, we got another Bulwark over here. You can tell he's a Bulwark because he's got that little rotating shield. It's different than the Corruptor's Bone Shield. Just a second, I need to switch which side my headphones on. An earache for some reason. I think I've said this before, but I don't know why. But if I ever wear headphones for more than like an hour, I could get super, like really intense earaches. Don't know why. Feels like somebody just punched my ear over and over again. Alright, Maj'eyal the Weaver Young. He is a... crap. He is some version of a Mind Power user, but he's also a Necromancer, so... Let's... Oh, well, that didn't work. Let's Frenzy and try to take out as many of his minions as I can. Chill of the Tomb is going to hit me next turn, so I'm going to shield. And he's also a summoner, so he's a summoner and necromancer. Well, good thing we encountered him now and not later, because that would be very annoying. Will-o-wisps will do damage when they die. At least I think. I think it's when they die. They might be able to activate it as well. Is he not dead yet? He's also got a mirror image rune. That might be the new special one. Oh, crap. Because he is a necromancer, he can heal himself and heal his mana. So let's see what we want to do here. He just does not want to go down. Alright, he's at 50% life. Let's just Rift Cutter to get some insanity. Should probably move back. I don't trust myself to be able to survive 2 Will-o-wisp explosions and a Chill of the Tomb. How does he do that? He just teleported over here. I'm guessing it's like a spider jump or something. Stole their speed. God dang it. This guy is pretty insane. He's beefy. It's not doing a lot of damage to me, but if he got lucky on a summon and got a lot of skeletal mages, or skeletal mages, then they could probably one-round me if they wanted to. If they got lucky. There we go. Alright, mirror image rune? No, no mirror image rune. There's a new, I think it's yellow, it's an artifact, mirror image rune that summons 2 of you. Oh my god, what is it with all these Ran bosses? Alright, we have a gunner and a, it might be an archer, and a bulwark. So, let's go ahead and level up first. Feeling we might need it. 1 more into Cacophony, 2 more into Cacophony. Make it last an additional turn. We can't because we're not high enough level. go ahead and do... Alright, Halo of Ruin. Each time you cast a non-instant demented spell, another spark begins orbiting around you for 10 turns to a maximum of 5. Each spark increases your critical strike chance by 2%, and on reaching 5 sparks, your next nether spell will consume all sparks to empower itself. Nether Blast becomes a deadly lance of void energy, piercing through enemies and dealing an additional 110% damage over 5 turns. Now, I used to use that because it actually counts as an effect to proc the Herald of Oblivion. But I think we can get around that now. Rift Cutter, those in the rift will be pinned for 3 turns, take 47 temporal damage each turn, and the Rift Explosion has 1 increased radius, and then Spatial Distortion. This one's actually kind of nice. An Entropic Maw will be summoned at the rift's exit for 4 turns, pulling in and taunting nearby targets with its tendrils. That's actually like a lesser version of our From Below It Devours. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab 1 point in that, just for both the Nether Blast effect for Herald and the Spatial Distortion part. And because we were level 15, we didn't get any generic points. We just got 2 class points. Alright, let's set this up right here. Hopefully he won't go around it. He dazed us. Let's Shatter Afflictions so we can get damage on him early. I didn't necessarily need to, but I want to get him dead before he gets close to me. He dazed us again. Let's shield, put a Void Monolith there. Alright, if you heard, it sounded different because we had built up 5 stacks and we did Void Burn. So what is Void Burn? 10 darkness and 10 temporal damage each turn. But that would have done that in a line, and it turns it into a beam attack as well. So it actually does really empower your Nether Blast quite a bit. Oh, we got a Saw Butcher here. Let's move back. Alright, we got a Cave Bear down here, but I can't quite see him. Did it hit him? No, it didn't. Okay, there he is. Alright, he's not a Ran boss, so we should be fine. Okay, going down the next level. Okay, we have a artifact, random artifact staff. Let's see how good it is. It's got plus 15% darkness damage. We might actually be able to turn that up to 30%. Sometimes when there's multiple ones, one of them is the main element, and then when you change it, it gets added on to whatever element you chose. 13 spell power, but less crit, but I am going to use that, I think. We're going to be losing a little bit of spell crit, but I think I'm going to see what I can change that damage to, so we might end up using it. I don't know yet. An Unerring Scalpel. This is a good one to give to the person to let you into the mage town. Don't need any of those, even though they look nice. 37% cold resistance. That's pretty nice. Nothing here that we actually need, though. Alright, 32 health. Is that better than ours? No, ours is 30 health with heal mod. What does this also give us? Just some resistances. So no, we're going to stick with the one we have. And no. So a bunch of stuff, but none of it was actually really that great. Alright, let's talk to our staff. Switch it to darkness. Does that actually work? Nope. So its main damage bonus must be darkness. Yep, it is. No? Okay, so we have 15% darkness and 15% temporal, so that is going to be better than ours because we do both darkness and temporal damage. Alright, I used my Blood of Life. That will allow us 1 extra life, and we'll probably need it. Just going through Nether Blast, Dark Whisper, and Cacophony for most of these. This guy's a little bit more beefy though. I did my Nether Blast 5-stack on that one. It has a slightly different sound effect, so every time you hear it, it sounds differently. That's why. Like right there, it did it again. The Void Burn is the effect that will let us proc the Herald of Oblivion, or at least will help us. Alright, I'm gonna back up because he dazed us. I use Shatter Affliction. Alright, that is the boss of the zone here, the Spellblaze Crystal. He's usually pretty easy, but he looks like he's got a few more sustains on him this time around, so I won't play around with him at all. Do we have 5 stacks yet? Yes, we do. Alright, so what we're going to do is check out our Entropic Horror, or Entropic Maw. Yeah. Check out his talents. He's got Grasping Tendrils. Grab a target and drag it to your side, dealing 150% weapon damage. So 150% of 55 would be like, what, 77? Something like that. Don't quote me, I'm terrible at math. Yeah, he's pretty easy. Alright, we got a level. He dropped the Crystal Focus, which is something we won't be able to use. Where is it? It's a set crystal. It can be used to combine with a weapon, makes a non-enchanted weapon into an artifact. So I guess we can use it. Why not? Just to see what it does. Let's see what it does to a staff. Crystal Elm Vial Staff. So it added arcane damage to it, and I think some spell power, a small amount of spell power, but still ours is better. What was I doing? Let's level up. We'll go last point into Cacophony, and then what? What do I want to do? Let's go ahead and we need one more level for Prophecy of Madness, I think, because it goes off of the amount of levels, not the talent level. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Alright, it goes off of your effective level, so we don't actually need to put another point in here. We've only put 4 points in here, but because our mastery is 1.3, it actually ends up being 5 effective talent levels. It's really hard to tell when it's going to use your effective talent level or the amount of points you put into it, so you really just have to test it for yourself. Alright, we got a Grappler plus... I think it's just a Grappler. Bill's Tree Trunk. That is the weapon with Shattering Blow on it that I was talking about the second episode, I think, that Bill sometimes uses. You don't actually have to fight the wolves. They'll despawn eventually. Same with the Riches, but the Riches are easy enough to kill and dangerous at range, so you should usually probably just kill them. Alright, let's look what we have here. Nothing great, nothing great, nothing great. Leather Armor of the Deep lets us breathe in water, so we're going to take that, because we will need a way to breathe underwater. Now, that has a nice shield on it, but we already have an active shield via an item, so we don't need another one. This gives us Rush, which is nice, and 20% stun immunity. Is it better than this one? Just barely. So we will take that. This gives us plus 5% darkness damage, and it also gives us track. These you can ignore the when used to modify unarmed attacks, because we don't. That's like a Grappler, or if you have a way to use an unarmed attack, like the Artifice Tree or the Prodigy. Unarmed combat or flexible combat. Alright, nothing else we can really use. Go ahead and transmogrify all these that we don't need. Just extra weight. If you're close to your carrying capacity, you don't want to be, because there's a chance you'll get weakened, and then you'll be over encumbered and you can't move. Whoops. So heroic leather gloves. They've got 44 life on them, but I like my life regain. Early on anyway. Later on it's not that great. Enemies just do too much damage to rely on regaining it back. Or regain. I always call it regain, I don't know why. Alright, Rhaloren camp. This can be difficult because there's a lot of casters here. They can be corruptors or lightning users. And again, that both of those can have high variable damage spells. Now, if you want, hold on, I'll show you what you can do in the beginning. I never actually got him, so I wasted that cacophony. Awesome. He made a heavy bone giant. Awesome. Okay, what you can do in this area, click your Rod of Recall, cancel it, click it again. No, don't remove it. Then cancel it again, and then rest a while. Alright, because animals and other mobs spawn here that the elves do not get along with, so sometimes they'll kill each other, and as long as it's a unique or a ran boss, you'll get the experience when it dies. Okay, what do we want to do here? We've got Burning Hex on us, so it's making our cooldowns a little bit longer than I want. The Burning Hex later on is very, very detrimental, because it can get up to like 50%, I think, is the last one I saw. So 50% longer cooldowns, which in a long fight, like say maybe the last fight, gets it's very hampering to not have any spells to use. Alright, we got a vault here. What is that, an elemental crystal? I don't ever remember seeing any of those. That must be a new guy. Elemental bolt. Holy cow. Fire a slow bolt of a random element for 203 damage. So that's that thing. How slow is it? Okay. There are mobs in these scintillating caves that can do that too. Alright, let's frenzy, and I'm imagining there's more people around here. So I'm gonna shoot around the corner. We're rooted. Let's shatter afflictions, just so we don't have to sit there forever. Alright, we got a skeletal mage and an elemental crystal. That's a lot of magic damage you gotta worry about. So let's be careful. What is this? There is a floor on the vault. Normally you don't see this, except maybe in High Peak. That's weird. Yeah, see, this isn't Rhaloren Camp level 2. It's a collapsed tower. That's awesome. Multi-level vaults. Cool. Let's see if... Now down here I can tell, because it's the smooth edges, that there's nothing down there, but I can't tell quite like at the top. But can't dig anyway. Okay. So, it must just be a tiny collapsed tower. Shatter afflictions, too long of cooldowns, or I would use them. Or I would check them out. Alright, maximum life and pinning immunity on this ring is better than that magic ring we had with fire resistance. I'll keep the fire resistance ring for later, but I'm going to wear the other one for now. Just checking out the percentages on those staves to make sure they're not better than ours. See, right now we effectively have to beat 30% damage and 13 spell power on our staff. Spell power is more important than spell crit because, well, for us it is, because we need to land our dots and beat their spell save. If we were purely damaged, then you can kind of go half and half with spell crit and spell power, but it's just not worth it for us. We need spell power, spell power, spell power. This is also a new vault. Oh yeah, two people have told me now that there is a new class, the Annihilator. That's what I was running into all those turrets before. So I am going to probably play through Embers of Rage on my own. I guess that's how you unlock it. Just beat Embers of Rage with anything. And then that'll probably be my next Let's Play if I can wait that long. I don't know if I'll be able to. If I do end up playing through on my own, I will also play through once on camera. Which would probably be the smart move, you know, because winning on your first playthrough on Insane with a new class is probably not very likely. But, okay. We are actually at 26 minutes, so I'm going to have to stop here. I did upload 2 videos yesterday, and it worked, so I'm going to do 2 again today, so we'll probably keep it at 2 or 3, because I cannot stand only playing for 20 minutes at a time. It just drives me insane. So now that I know my internet can handle uploading 2 at night, that's what we'll do. Alright, so that's where we're going to leave it for now. So if you like what you see, just please leave a like or subscribe, and then maybe comment down below if you see anything I did right or wrong. So let me check here real quick. Yeah, okay. Desktop audio is still working, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this video and make a new one right after. So take it easy. That's my mama.